தமிழில் சொல்லணுன்னா அருமை. குட் ஈவினிங் யங் ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ். I'm indeed delighted. Zillion times better than any keynote on critical theory or critical thinking or critical communication studies. Any number of keynotes on these topics cannot come near what you performed. And those faces, the brilliant faces, they made us rethink communication. So they belong to different disciplines, different cultures, different countries, but they had their own failures and successes. But we need to, in communication departments in India, we need to seriously consider something about what they wanted to convey, which even today their own countrymen and we are not taking advantage of. I congratulate the dear colleagues in the Department of Visual Communication in Don Bosco College of Arts and Science for making this possible. This is not possible even in many Indian universities. You can't show these faces in Indian universities. Okay, it will create a stir and ruckus. I am very pleased and I am touched by this gesture on the part of the head of the department, Sanjana, Sugumar, Dinesh, and Tamil. I could see moist in his eyes. Tamil. I could see moist in his eyes when he said, sir, you made possible Sugumar, who made possible this. Yesterday also I was talking about it. So these are little connections, rhizomatic connections. There were two faces there. One is Deleuze, another is Guattari, and they were talking about all these non-hierarchical structures. Now we are seated in a non-hierarchical structure where there is no expert. I am one among you. I am a co-learner. Understand? So there is a need for you. Sometime in future, some of you will become a vice chancellor, some of you will become president, some of you will become prime minister. Then you need to question all these institutions, colleges, universities, classroom, how they are enslaving students, how they are enslaving your brilliant minds. No, you are given a opportunity by your teachers to perform this. You did it gracefully, successfully, and in a very humble way. And your classrooms do not provide that opportunity. That's why we started experimenting with this class outside class in University of Madras long back. But now it is not working because in India we have a bad practice, what to say, it is Indianness. One definition of Indianness is when somebody leaves the institution, you also forget all the best practices. Understand? If this set of people leave Don Bosco, this won't happen. This is Indianness, what I call as Indianness. So you should not be like that. You always critique what is happening within you first, and what is happening around you, what is happening in the larger community, what is happening in the larger society. Not with the intention of creating disturbance. I don't want you to be rebel. But I want you to rethink what others are taking for granted. If everybody says metro is going to do great wonders in India, I am seeing metro as a site of damage. So many kinds of damage. We need to question who is profiting out of this metro. Why they stopped one of the oldest tramways in the city of Madras, which was started in 1874. All the western capitals are having trams. Why Indian cities are not having trams? We are only having metros and stupid Parakkum Rail, all those things. Few days back also they were proudly saying that they are going to revive the Maduravayal Arbor bridge project. And one fine line is very disturbing. We have had at least two major floods last 10 years in Madras. Thanks to this encroachment of rivers in Madras, not by others, but by the government of Tamil Nadu. So this Maduravayal Harbour bridge is 20 some kilometers. And they are proudly saying that 15 kilometers of this line will be in the river route. Why floods won't happen here? Nobody is questioning. Media are dead silent in Tamil Nadu, India, and in New York, London, thanks to what is known as neoliberalism. Understand? It is super neo-colonialism, not neo-colonialism, super neo-colonialism. We have billions of East India companies now in 4 or 5 kinds. There was only one East India company in the world. Today you have billions of companies packaged as 4 or 5 companies controlling all the world governments. Understand? So we are the unfortunate subjects and victims living in this 2024, where we need to seriously read what these 22 great philosophers, I counted 22, maybe more also, what these 22 great minds wanted us to know. The other side of any society is always black. Black, here I am not talking about black as a kind of negative color. Black is dark, black is bright also. Black in the sense something is not revealed to us. When government says metro is fine, something is hidden from us. When government says Aadhaar is going to get us uniform ID, then something is nasty about Aadhaar. We don't question it. When government says CCTV is helping the police department to solve crimes, the same government is not telling how these CCTV images have become programs, crime programs on all the Indian channels. Who gave them right to use the victims' photos? If you do a quick survey, there has been a rapid increase in the number of programs which use CCTV footage in Tamil channels. I counted something like 30 to 40% increase in the programs of news channels, and this 30 to 40% content comes from the police department. Ever since journalism came to India, 100% of crime stories are fed by the police department. As far as I know, no crime reporter goes to the scene of crime in India. The crime reporter always goes to the police station. Because laws in India are not protecting the citizens' privacy adequately. Politicians are our lawmakers, and politicians are the major holders of stocks in media companies. They own the media, they also make laws. Understand? That's why we have 1,000+ channels, but we don't have no laws for media, television or any media. It is the largest democracy with zero media laws. I thank the organizers of this conference for giving us a wonderful day to rethink on the lines of these great philosophers, to rethink what is communication, to rethink what we in communication should be doing, to rethink what we as citizens of this country should be doing, to rethink what we as students and children have to be doing, to rethink what all these great scholars and philosophers wanted us to think, which we forgot. From today onwards, we should not forget these phases, and whenever we get time, let us read whatever they said. Why Karl Marx is still relevant? Why Nietzsche is still relevant? Why Deleuze and Guattari are still relevant? Why Buddha is relevant? Why Periyar is relevant? Why Ambedkar is relevant? All the irrelevant guys have become relevant today. We need to question that. We need to make these people relevant again. Thank you very much.